How you doing, Scotty Bear? Back with another video. This video update about the coronavirus situation in Tijuana, Ensenada area. I just came back from that area. The government continues to try to clamp down, but it's mostly business as usual. I was able to get gas, all that good stuff. Nothing that crazy. Driving through businesses, everything seemed to be mostly running, maybe running. Ensenada was running a little better than Tijuana, it seemed like. The road was fairly empty coming back, of course. I do think there is an issue, the same issue that is going on in New York with people escaping to Tijuana. Again, it's very difficult to say. The Mexicans, I feel, and this is mostly because the government's fault. I mean, the lady from the Airbnb that I came from did not believe that the coronavirus was any type of issue or a threat. Again, it kind of goes back to a reason why literally people were sitting around this guy like, like having some sort of bronchial issue. And I'm sitting here going, are you fucking kidding me? And so, and these people are okay. So in Mexico, they have little bodega neighborhood stores. This lady had lived there 29 years or something like that. So, I mean, obviously she knows everybody directly in the area. Again, I'm not really trying to slant anything against her. I really don't have a position against her. I ran a room, whatever. Yes, it was a little disturbing that she brought home people coughing, but I guess whatever, doesn't seem out of bounds to her. So, however, it does affect me. And this is the problem with Airbnb. I have had problems with Airbnb. Airbnb does not give a fuck about your problems. They don't give a fuck about anybody's problems. Actually, I went all the way halfway around the world when I first got fucked by Airbnb in the Philippines. So, Airbnb is a bad actor in this situation. They're just siphoning money off and, you're just living where you want. I mean, I tend to feel that the person that put this Airbnb together really, she had a couple reviews. She was new, obviously, and so on and so forth, but she didn't seem to, heed any of the real warnings. And again, when you're dealing with other people, it's difficult. I mean, and I could have got the coronavirus from anyone. Again, not slanted towards anybody. I don't really feel like that at all. I more feel like, yes, it was not a good idea to have somebody there coughing. That would have been alarming to me, but that was totally okay with them. Me on the other hand, so I figured the better move was to get out. I mean, the lady was kind of being a little, but again, in my best Espanol, it's very tough. I really haven't tapped into, Mexico, and how Mexicans think and so on and so forth. I mean, it's how Americans think. It's very real. I've been to Philippines, Thailand, Vietnamese. I mean, each place, they think a little different. Not in a bad way, more just in a different culture way. But anyway, kind of getting back to the story, Mexico's gone fairly light on the coronavirus. I feel like, the San Diego exposure of San Diego. I mean, there is a real network of people, maybe even close to 100,000 people across that border every day, going in the U.S. and transferring that back and forth. I believe that this will end up a much hotter spot than what it is currently. But again, you don't really know, right? But that borders a lot of people close together, going to cars, all so on and so forth. But we'll kind of see how that goes. Ensenada still with just two, as of yesterday, two confirmed. What do you call it? cases. So here you are dealing with two people's, and that's what I kind of feel about this incident that happened at the Airbnb. There's two. What is the realistic chance of this guy having something? I feel like it's reasonably low, but I am no medical expert either. So it's one of those things where it's a judgment call. And again, this is where I feel like Airbnb gets at least a little bit of for a little bit of something for us. Like they don't know what's going on. I mean, I tried the video, record it the best I could. The videos are, a few videos ago, because it's like, oh yeah, people are coughing. You almost are like, sure they are, and you don't know exactly what you got being Airbnb. But I highly contend they've dropped the ball here. I really feel like it's this company don't give a shit. I will never be back, and not only that, I will make sure to tell everyone I know, don't ever rent with Airbnb. There's a lot of people that have gotten stung by Airbnb recently with the hashtags. Mexico. It's hard to know exactly what they're experiencing here in Mexico with in regards to this COVID thing. Me personally, I feel a little safer. I mean, if I start feeling bad, I'm just gonna drive up in a hospital and hope for the best. I don't really know. I'm trying to figure out what route I go and try to get away from this. Um, I'm at this point, I'm trying to keep it simple. I will try to look for a tire. I will try to see if I can't come up with something and give myself a little security here, trying to get past these problems. I will talk to you soon.